Hello, this is the high school camera. We're going to take a look at our cheerleading squads today, and we're going to ask them some questions and see what particularly is important to these young people. We're going to ask about their involvement in their sport. We hope to see how they view this through their own eyes. We hope to listen to why they participate and how important it is to them, and also any other interesting facts that may come out of the interview. So to begin with, let's start off with one of the head cheerleaders. Could I have your name, please?
Stacy Rosson.
Okay, Stacy. What grade are you in, Stacy?
I'm a senior.
And what's your favorite subject?
Pre-calculus.
Pre-calculus. So you're in the academic program. Okay. Do you generally enjoy high school?
Yes, I do.
Why?
Because I have all the people I get to meet and all my friends.
I know that many times we don't know exactly what we want to do after high school, but do you have any plans, any vague ideas about what you might like to do after high school?
I'd like to be a physical therapist.
Any specialty or just a general?
General.
Okay. Why do you enjoy cheerleading, Stacy?
Because of the aspects in it and the involvement with all the games and all the other kids that are in the sport with me.
Okay. How did you first get to be a cheerleader?
I was originally involved on the pom-pom squad, which I'm still with, and then I just decided to try out for cheering for my junior and senior years.
And how did you get to be captain?
We got picked from our squad and by our coach.
What do you think cheerleading has done for you as a person?
It's given me more outlook and experience being with other people and working with kids my age.
Do you think it's helped with your self-confidence level, that type of thing?
Yes, it has, because getting out on the floor is a lot hard. It's very hard to do, and that brings everything up.
Would you recommend this for others?
Yes, I would, whoever's interested in it.
Just generally speaking, what would you think of boys in the squad? I hear now some high schools in the state have boys.
Yes, they do. It's excellent if they want to do it, but some people just don't because of how people may say things about them. But I've seen a lot of male cheerleaders, and they're really good.
Would you like to take the mic now and introduce the other people that are sitting here with us? Just their names?
To my right, this is Amy Natola and Stacey Edwards. They're the captains of the pom-pom squad along with myself. And to the left, Christine Reno and Trissa Turner, and they're the captains of winter cheering along with myself.
Let me just ask some individual questions. What do you like about being on the cheerleading squad?
I like going to the games and having school spirit.
What about you?
Same. Okay. I just really enjoy doing it. It's a really difficult sport, and it takes, for competitions and everything, and teaches you self-confidence, and I've just done it, and I just really enjoy it. It's fun.
Good. Has cheerleading helped you, do you think personally, like I've asked some of the other girls?
Oh, it's helped me a lot. I used to be really shy when I came in as a freshman, and through doing cheering and getting out on the floor, I've gained a lot of self-confidence, and I can talk to people more now.
What about you, Tricia?
I feel the same way. I was always really kind of shy and didn't like to go out in front of people, but I enjoy it.
I know at the big pep rallies, you're here facing over 1,000 people in these stands that we're sitting in now, and that's not an easy thing to do sometimes. Okay, I'm going to ask you the same question. What do you like about being on the squad?
I think it has a lot of benefits getting out there in front of everyone, even for football team,
I think I have to give you the mic.
I think it has a lot of benefits. Getting out in front of all these people kind of gives you self-confidence, and going to all the games and rooting for the team, too.
I'll repeat the question. What do you like about being on the squad?
The most I like about it is that we trying to entertain the Wakefield fans, and I think it helps the football players to psych them up to do a good job.
Very good. Now, back to the captain. Can you explain your duties?
We all have many duties just to keep the squad organized together, to help out our coach, and teach all the cheers to everybody, and the dances with the pom-pom squad. Just basically to keep everybody together and in line.
So you have a little discipline role as well. Could you just briefly, perhaps for the people, tell how the squads are selected?
We have tryouts in May for both squads. It's actually 3. For fall cheering and winter cheering, they try out together. You have to learn 2 cheers and do one with 3 people and one by yourselves, and then you have to do a series of jumps. And for pom-poms, you have to learn a dance that's taught by one of the coaches, and then you get selected for that also.
In your mind, is there a real difference between the fall squads and the winter squads cheerleading?
No, there really isn't. It's just a preference of when you'd rather do it and if you're involved in other activities during the other season.
Trissa, I'll ask this question of you. During the winter, I know some of the girls go to hockey and some go to basketball. How is that determined?
Well, everyone really goes to both. They go to both games. They mostly go to both.
Okay. So most of the squad goes to both. That's quite a load, especially it's 4 nights a week, right?
Yeah.
In some cases, right?
We
Right.
don't do the away games during the week.
Okay.
The only games during the week we go to are the home games because the school always does come first. And when term test week comes up, we're given a little time so we can keep our grades up.
Okay. I think the idea originally of having the winter squad was to alleviate some of the length of the season for the students and also to open it up to more people. And during the winter, I know sometimes if things do come up, some of the girls may go to basketball and not hockey and vice versa on a given night if there's a lot of homework or there's test preparation or something of that sort. Another question. How many hours would you say you put in each week?
We basically do 2 hours a night of practice, and then whenever we have games, which varies from week to week.
That's quite a bit, isn't it? It's really more than I think the average person realizes. Where do your routines come from? I mean, are they something that you purchase or that you take from other squads? What?
Over the summer, both squads go to camp if they can, and we learn routines there, and we also make up our own and from past years.
Okay. So you have quite a few routines that you practice. How many would you say that you learned during the course of a season? Let's take this year. About how many routines will you have?
For pom-poms, we learned between, I'd say, about 5 to 10 routines, and for cheering, we're not sure how many we're really going to learn, but there's a lot of chairs, and we might be doing a couple dances, too.
Very good. I had jotted down here, would you consider that your squad is like an athletic team?
Oh, most definitely. Most people just think of cheerleading as like one of those little fluff ball things, but it takes a lot of coordination, a lot of practice and dedication. And in fact, we practice more than some of the sports teams. When they're watching tapes, we're practicing every night. So it's a lot more, and we're kind of blown off, and I don't think that's right at all.
Okay.
I agree with her totally. I think that it definitely is a team sport.
I know sometimes over the years you people have done some gymnastic stunts that are kind of dangerous. Are you anticipating any of those this year?
If we have the proper spotting and people that have experience on doing it, we'll give it a try and see how it works.
We're trying to get Jim to the upstairs gym so we can get crash mats. So if anything happens, we have our spotters, and we're trying to get a stunt coach in because we'd like to be able to, get it back up to that level. But without the proper equipment, it's too dangerous.
So you may practice upstairs where there are mats then.
Yeah, we're trying to work that out.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay, any final comments?
I think that anyone who would like to join Pom Pom, it's a really fun sport, and it gives a sense of working with other people and responsibility.
I don't think anyone should feel afraid or intimidated by it at all. I think that it's a lot of fun and you get a lot of benefits out of it.
Captain, what do you think?
I think that anyone that want to join it, I mean, both squads are really fun, and if you're interested, then why don't you just go out and try out. It's not like it's too much to put into it. We just practice and be there.
Great.
Well, if you're really enthusiastic, I think you should probably go for it. 'Cause it's a lot of hard work, but in the long run, it is a lot of fun, and it's definitely worth it.
I would say that anyone can do it if they try. Just if you put your mind to it, you can do anything.
Very good. Well, we thank you for your comments. And it's been a little look at cheerleading. I think most of us, looking from the outside, see it as perhaps not an athletic event, not an athletic sport, but it truly is. The time and the effort these young ladies put in, as has been said, is in more, in some cases, than some of our athletic teams. So thank you very much for this interview, ladies, and we'll look forward to seeing you on the floor, either in hockey or right here with basketball. Thank you.